Hello everybody, I'm James. This is Old Toys. Ha ha ha! It's me, your best buddy in the whole world. It's me, the Canadian Mickey Mouse. Ha ha! I got a new toy today at James at Bentley. That is awesome collectible shed. James Old Toys. Let's take a look.
Something strange in your
It's
neighborhood.
Egon.
Who you gonna call?
Wow, and look, it's got I ain't afraid of no ghost right there. It's a rare one, that is. Yes, sirree, it's rare. This is not a vintage one. It's not. It's actually a reissue from the 80s. But look at that. It's pretty cool for a reissue. Ha ha ha. Golly. Now, I won't say I will discard it, but I might discard it. See that? See this? This little zapper thing for the little proton pack wand, it tends to break off quite easily. But I would like to discard this and sort of reproduce it on my computer, because I do that sort of stuff. 3D modeling, bit of sculpting now, since I'm learning how to do some really nice 3D sculptures in what's that software? ZBrush. ZBrush. Ha ha ha! I spent $2,000 on a new computer to learn 3D sculpting. Let's take a look in the back. Wow-wee! Isn't that super duper cool? Let's take a look at the other figures. Pretty cool. And it comes with this proton pack, the little zapper wand, and the little proton stream. All your needs. And it even comes with the ghost. Ha ha ha! Look at that ghost. He's such a ghastly figure. Wow, awesome. He had some other collectibles and toys that came in too. But you know, I like to get things free or really dirt cheap. And some of the stuff that I looked at wasn't free. It wasn't cheap either. But it was affordable, you know? Some of the stuff that he's got is awesome. James had this really cool looking mask. Oh man, that mask is pretty cool. It's the creature from the Black Lagoon. And was really cool. I love classic monsters. I really do. You know, Frankenstein, Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon. To me, those are classic monsters, not Jason, Freddy Krueger, and all that. To me, that's just not me. But it was a good Halloween latex mask. It was really good. It was very... I thought about buying it. That's how good of a price James had on it. Really nice. It was really cool. I liked it. I got this instead. He had some other stuff there that I was thinking about buying. He has... what is it? Hercules action figure knockoffs. You can clearly see it's a knockoff. The packaging looked very grainy, like it felt grainy. And the figures weren't that bad for knockoffs until you see their faces. Weird faces. I'll probably end up buying a few of those knockoffs because they looked pretty good for knockoff action figure range. They were great. I can't believe it. You know, they did such a good job on knockoffs, but I can see it straight away, not because of the faces, but the packaging blister. You know, the clear packaging. It's crooked. Completely crooked and completely whatever. But the weird thing is, all of them but one had the incorrect name labels on each one. They called the Mole Man. But there's one figure, I forgot which one it was. Oh, it was the Mole Man. The Mole Man had the only one that had the right name on it because it was the Mole Man. And the weird thing is, that figure, I think that was a real figure that someone, you know, repackaged onto a fake cardboarding because that figure looked no different than the one I've got. It's in my collection somewhere. But the other ones, clearly KOs because I've got one or two of them still in my toy collection. And it looks nothing to what he had. But they were cool. I don't really care for knockoffs and KOs, but they looked really cool for a knockoff range. I was very impressed. The other knockoffs that James did have sold to a buddy of mine. You know who? Andrew Burnett. You know who you are. You got those glow-in-the-dark knockoff He-Man miniature action figures. They were super duper cool. James had these really cool glow-in-the-dark miniature action figures that you could clearly see that they were knockoffs from He-Man. But they were so awesome. They UV glowed and had glow-in-the-dark weapons. Good stuff, but Andrew bought them all. I'll remember that, Andrew. But anyways, take a look at my Ghostbuster. Ultimately, I wouldn't mind trading for a few toys from him. I would love the Wolfman from the original 80s cartoony action figures. And I would love, if I was trading this, a vintage Proton pack that actually didn't have a broken streamer, so I could trace it and do 3D modeling of it. I do have the Proton pack. I've got 3 of them, but they all have, the laser bit broken off, completely broken off, and I don't have it. I would like to, trace it digitally so I could, when I get my 3D printer, if I get my 3D printer, I want to print some awesome customs. And I started off with 3D sculpting one of my custom Motu projects I'm working on. I more or less finished sculpting Goofy from Disney, his head. I want to sculpt it a little bit better, not too much better, but enough so it could fit on my, vintage reissue He-Man action figure that's coming in next month. I want to make it big enough so it'll fit on his head and start doing my Disney Motus. I've done 30 of these photoshopping stuff, but they're not real action figures yet. Because, I could do the sculpting for the heads and body parts I want. But not done yet. So I shall end this video. James has some cool stuff in this week. That's his business card. He's open Saturdays and Sundays down at Bentley. He's got some good stuff. He's got really good prices. I'm thinking about buying that mask. I don't know why. I don't think I could afford it, but, it's such a good mask. I'll send you guys a photograph on this page. Ta-ta for now, people.
Something strange in your neighborhood.